in most of my matches, and I felt my knee
Roman
kind
Reigns
of.
just walked back into WWE headquarters, and what we're witnessing right now isn't just a comeback, it's a masterclass in strategy. This isn't a man stumbling back into the spotlight for nostalgia or legacy. This is a man who never stopped controlling the board, even when he wasn't on screen. While Seth Rollins was out there losing the very title he swore he'd carry with honor, Roman was waiting, watching, planning. And now, at the exact moment WWE's world has fallen into chaos, the tribal chief has returned. Not desperate, not reckless, but calculated and precise. This is more than a return. This is a takeover. The downfall of Seth Rollins. Let's talk about Seth Rollins, the self-proclaimed fighting champion, the man who promised to do everything Roman Reigns wouldn't. He told us he'd defend the title with honor. He told us he'd represent the people. But look where that got him. Seth is sitting at home now, titleless, broken, watching the empire he swore to rebuild crumble beneath him. He lost the championship he vowed to protect, and not in a hard-fought, heroic battle. He lost it in the most humiliating way possible. He was exposed. The truth is, Seth had one job: keep the throne warm until someone worthy came along. Instead, he cracked under pressure. He became exactly what Roman said he would: weak, distracted, and predictable. And now Roman's return feels less like a surprise and more like destiny. The master chess player. Here's what makes this story so infuriating. Roman Reigns knew. He knew this was going to happen. He knew that once he stepped away, the WWE universe would start falling apart. He knew Seth couldn't carry the company the way he did. Roman isn't just a wrestler, he's a strategist. Every absence, every silence, every appearance has been part of his plan. Like a chess master 3 moves ahead, he waited for the perfect moment. WWE's ratings dropped, the locker room fractured, the championship picture became unstable. And the second the world started missing his dominance, he made his move. This isn't luck. This is manipulation at its finest. The secret negotiations. Now here's the part WWE doesn't want you to know. While you were watching SmackDown thinking the Bloodline era was over, Roman was quietly working behind the scenes. For months, he's been in direct contact with top WWE officials. He wasn't asking for a return, he was negotiating one. Insiders have confirmed that his new contract includes guaranteed title opportunities. He won't have to earn his shot. He won't have to climb the ladder like everyone else. Roman Reigns will walk straight back into the main event picture. No qualifiers, no trials, no obstacles. Corporate favoritism at its finest. And yet you can't even be surprised. Because when Roman speaks, WWE listens. When Roman moves, the entire industry shifts. The preparation of a king. Here's where things get even more frightening. While other superstars were posting on social media, chasing podcast interviews and selling merch, Roman was training like a world champion. Not just in any gym, in private, world-class facilities few wrestlers even know exist. He brought in elite coaches, combat specialists, and mental conditioning experts who've trained Olympic-level athletes and fighters. He didn't waste time. He weaponized it. Roman studied every major name on the roster. He broke down their moves, their patterns, their weaknesses. He learned how they think, how they react, and how to dismantle them. So when he walks back through that curtain, he's not just Roman Reigns. He's a precision-engineered weapon built to reclaim his throne. The Bloodline reborn. But let's not forget the family. When Roman stepped away, the Bloodline fell into chaos. Solo Sikoa tried to take control, Jimmy and Jay tore each other apart, and the entire legacy looked dead. But now that Roman's back, everything changes. The Bloodline will reunite, not because they want to, but because they have to. Roman doesn't ask for loyalty. He demands it. And deep down, they all know that when the tribal chief stands at the head of the table, the family thrives. With Paul Heyman by his side and the Bloodline once again under his rule, Roman Reigns isn't returning to compete. He's returning to rule. The timing of a predator. Roman Reigns has always had perfect timing, and this might be his most brilliant move yet. WrestleMania season is approaching. the grandest stage of them all. And where do you think WWE wants Roman Reigns? In the main event. Center stage. Championship gold glistening under fireworks while millions of people around the world chant, "Acknowledge him." It's the same story we've seen before. And WWE knows exactly what they're doing. The fans may call it repetitive, predictable, corporate, but the truth is, it works. Roman equals ratings. Roman equals money. Roman equals power. And WWE, they've never been shy about choosing profits over progress, the unfair advantage. Now, let's talk about what really burns. Every other superstar has to fight for their spot. They grind, they hustle, they bleed for a chance. But Roman Reigns, he walks in and gets everything handed to him. No qualifying matches, no contenders, just privilege. It's the kind of thing that drives fans crazy, but WWE calls it business. And make no mistake, business is booming when Roman's name is on the marquee. He's not just a wrestler anymore. He's the brand. The show revolves around him. SmackDown thrives because of him. Pay-per-views are sold on the chance to dethrone him. And now WWE wants to relive that magic all over again. The return of the Empire, picture it. A major episode of SmackDown. The lights dim, the crowd murmurs, and then that familiar sound hits. Done, done, duh, duh. The arena explodes. Fireworks erupt. The audience loses control. Roman Reigns steps out onto the stage. Calm, composed, powerful. The man who ruled for 1,316 days has returned. Paul Heyman follows close behind, clutching the microphone like a sacred relic. He doesn't say much, but what he says changes everything. "Ladies and gentlemen, your tribal chief has returned." Roman stands there, soaking it in, eyes fixed on the camera. And in that moment, every fan, every wrestler, every executive in WWE knows the king is back. The mental warfare. What comes next isn't just physical, it's psychological. Roman Reigns doesn't just beat opponents, he breaks them. Before the first punch is thrown, he's already in their heads. He makes them doubt their worth. He makes them question their confidence. By the time they step into the ring, the match is already over. Because that's what the tribal chief does best. He conquers minds before he conquers bodies. And whoever holds the WWE Championship now, whoever dares to stand in his way, is walking into a war they can't possibly win. The inevitable. We can argue about favoritism. We can call it predictable. We can scream that WWE should focus on new stars. But here's the truth no one wants to admit. It's going to work. Roman's return will dominate headlines. Ratings will surge. Social media will explode. And once again, Roman Reigns will stand tall, the championship draped over his shoulder, while the world acknowledges their tribal chief. Because in the end, WWE doesn't revolve around fairness. It revolves around power. And Roman Reigns, he is power. This is Wrestling News CC, and that's the truth nobody wants to hear, but everyone will have to acknowledge.